It's been a while since I've been on The Crew. I just really haven't been playing it often, especially with Need for Speed Payback and all that coming out. I've just been moving on, doing some other things, such as not playing The Crew. My one goal is to get at least 1,000 hours of this game before The Crew 2. Okay, no thanks. One of my goals for 2018 is to get 1,000 hours of The Crew 1, the original Crew, logged before I hit the road for The Crew 2. And I think that's a honorable goal. I think that's a goal I can reach. But yeah, The Crew 2 looks really good. And you know, like I'm hoping it's The Crew, but better. Like, that's really all I'm really expecting for The Crew 2. It's just to be The Crew, but better. Not really like Need for Speed Payback, because Need for Speed Payback, you could tell, wasn't going to be like 2015 from the very beginning. I wish it was, but, you know, we all know how that went. But, however, on the other hand, on the flip side, on the flip coin, on the coin flip, I'm pretty worried for The Crew, and there's one main reason why. And it doesn't have to do with cops, because I'm pretty sure cops are not really going to be a big thing in The Crew. And I can understand that, because their priorities are elsewhere. Like, Ivory Tower's priorities are not really, like, about cops and like, illegal things. You can tell that. Like, The Crew 1 was trying to be, like, all this illegal undertone stuff, and then halfway through with Wild Run, they just kind of changed it. I think they know what they want to do with The Crew, where they want to put The Crew, and that's, like, with the Wild Run type theme. I am doing absolutely piss poor with these fucking gates. Like, they're going with this, like, festival theme, which I think they could do better than Horizon. It looks better than Horizon. However, the main thing that worries me about The Crew, it's one thing, and I think it's the same thing that Need for Speed Payback suffers from. I feel like this game's gonna have Need for Speed Payback syndrome, in which they're gonna have so many avenues of, like, gameplay to go that they're gonna skimp out on all of them. Like, instead of putting all of their eggs into one basket, they're putting all of their eggs into so many baskets that there's not enough eggs in each basket. That's the main problem I think The Crew 2 is going to have, that I'm worried that The Crew 2 is going to have, because, like, you even saw this a bit with The Crew 1 with the specs. I just felt like there wasn't enough to do with each spec. And I have a feeling, I have a worry, part of me worries that that's going to happen with all the different, like, avenues of The Crew, because now you have planes, you have boats, you have off-road IndyCar, like, you have all these different like, disciplines when it comes to The Crew 2. I'm scared that in The Crew 2 they're gonna skimp out on a bunch of them, and when they're trying to focus on one or the other. One thing that I feel like they really need to do is ensure that there's plenty of content when it comes to each different discipline. All right, I don't want it to suffer like Need for Speed 2015, Need for Speed Payback, where there's not enough content for one, but then there's too much content for the other. Like the street racing. There's not enough street racing in Need for Speed Payback, but there's too much of off-roading in Payback, and that's something I don't want in The Crew. I want them all to be like this, nearly the same amount of content in each thing. I don't want to be like skimmed when it comes to the amount of content for a certain discipline. Like, I don't like The Crew, it's a street racing game at its, like, main core, but I have a feeling that, like, they're gonna focus a bit too much on the planes and a bit too much on the boats, and they're not gonna really focus enough on the actual racing aspect, the car aspect. And that's something I'm afraid that's gonna happen, and I really don't want that to happen. So I'm just throwing this out there. Hopefully, by the fact that they're delaying this game, hopefully they can add some more content, or maybe they can test it some more. I mean, delays are good. I mean, at this point, I have no clue when the game's coming out. I didn't get into the beta, so I haven't played the game at all just yet. I'm hoping I can soon, but at this point, I don't really know too much about The Crew 2. And you know, I'm excited as hell for The Crew 2, but at the same time, I'm very worried. So hopefully, Ivory Tower, they've learned from their mistakes from the first Crew, and hopefully they can give us an excellent product with The Crew 2, because it's looking pretty amazing. But anyway, I'm going to end it off there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you guys in my next video. Have a good one, guys.